back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having the best day ever. Okay, I am in the best mood ever and all I want to do is sit down and talk. So if you like my videos, you're in for a treat today because I just want to film and talk and hear what you have to say and then make videos of what you have to say, and I'm just in the best mood today. So thank you so much for your time and clicking on my channel. And we are talking about someone today that we haven't talked about in quite some time, which is one of my favorite things to do because I like throwing, you know, these new people into this shit juggle that we have here. So we are going to be talking about Tana Mongeau today. So Tana Mongeau, she is in some hot water and she's getting called out for being lazy and also being called out for being rude, and she was part of a reality house and still is with Kian and JC. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like a YouTuber Big Brother house that the YouTubers Kian and JC made, and it's on season I think 3 right now, and I really enjoyed the first couple seasons, but I will say that, you know, they take influencers and YouTubers from, you know, different parts of the internet, and normally it's a really good mix of people. Before we get into it, I do just want to say that the list of like influencers and YouTubers in it this year is one of the most abysmal things I've ever seen in my entire life, and I only know that I only know that word because of Joey Tribbiani. Anyone know Friends out there? Me saying it as if it's like this niche show. Remember that Joey said that he got like a review of his play and he was like, oh, it's great, they said it was abysmal. That's where I know that word from, so I'm gonna use it here and pretend that I'm smart. So the list of people in it this year are really bad, and the most famous people in it are Tana Mongeau and Bryce Hall, so I think that really says everything we need to know. However, I have been watching along, and again, the budget from Kian and JC gets better each time, and I think it's a really enjoyable watch, regardless of if you know the people or whatever. And again, it's a chance to be introduced to new people who will be causing drama for us. But again, we know Tana and Bryce, who are part of the show. So, the first real challenge that they had to do is the one that Tana's getting in trouble for, which is so ironic that Tana is on the show and literally the first challenge she's getting cancelled for. So, the challenge was that they had to rock climb. Not really that extreme in any way, shape, or form. So everyone does it, you know, their names are pulled out and they go up, and it's basically who can get to the top and press a buzzer from the rock climbing first. So everyone goes through, dun dun dun, everyone's getting great times, and then it comes to Tana. Tana, you're up. And Tana's really awkward at this and basically is like, I don't know, this isn't for me, this isn't for me. And it was basically just like, laughing it off, you know, I don't want to do that, I don't want to rock climb. And then it got a little bit more serious, that she was being genuinely, you know, certain that she wasn't going to do this first challenge because she got her nails done and she didn't want to ruin her nails, which, by the way, I do just want to say is quite weird because if she was to rock climb, her nails wouldn't be ruined by it, and also she could just go slower in the rock climb. They didn't know what was going to happen if you were the slowest, so I mean, it really wasn't a case of anything bad was going to happen. But alas, Tana chose not to do it, and I'm going to show you that clip. And basically, since that was published, Tana has been getting called out non-stop because she's been in... My brother's in the room above, so if you hear... I think he just like throws fucking books at the floor or something. It sounds like that. So she was getting called out for it because the reality house, you know, the past seasons, Tana has been like involved here and there. So this was the proper season that she was finally back. They finally got her there. They finally got her schedule working. She was finally agreeing to it. And it's like the first challenge. She doesn't want to do it. And again, the entire YouTube comments were calling her out for being ungrateful, lazy. There were other YouTubers who had wanted to be there. And honestly, I don't mean to say like in Tana's defense, but everyone's like, how ungrateful of her, you know, she could be kicked off, she could be replaced. And I'm like, honestly, with the list of influencers that are in this show, Tana is the most famous, most popular, so they really do need her. So spoiler alert, before I show you the clip, then Tana addressed it on TikTok in like a 2-minute video, basically explaining why she did that and why she can't understand why people are coming for her. It's just, it's really bizarre. And I do just want to say as well that Tana addresses this in a way of saying that, you know, this is my brand, you know, I'm there to cause drama, I'm there to start shit, and people were calling her out for that whenever she addressed it. And I do just want to say that I don't know what people expect of Tana Mongeau. Like, I'm kind of on her side in this. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. Sure, it was a bit of a bitch move to not do it. But literally, what Tana's explaining of, like, I'm not there to do agility, you know, challenges, which again is kind of the premise of the show. She's like, I'm there to just start drama and, you know, keep it entertaining. And it's like, yeah, there are people that go on reality shows just to do that. So I don't even mean to be, like, in Tana's defense, but I don't think it's the most the worst thing Tana Mongeau has ever done, you know, not doing rock climbing. But again, it did come off as very, very, very weird that everyone did it, and then Tana was like, I'm not gonna do it. And what I was gonna say before I jumped ahead, sorry, my brain is all over the place today. They ended up saying that the challenge didn't mean anything, and no one was going home, no one was being eliminated, there were no, you know, there was nothing really that was going to happen from the challenge. It was just a first one, and I do personally believe that they did that just because Tana didn't do it, and they were not going to send Tana Mongeau, the one who's going to get clicks to the show, home on the first episode. By God, would they do that? So let's watch the clip of what happened. So if you want to watch this, it is meet the cast of reality... I can't even speak, I'm not excited to talk to you. Meet the cast of Reality House Season 3. I'm honestly, okay, here's the thing. I've had my coffee, I had a Red Bull earlier, the energy is here. I'm just excited to sit down, it's early in the morning. I'm gonna be all over the place, but you're expecting it. So it is meet the cast of Reality House Season 3 from Kian and JC. So this is the clip that has everyone very pissed off at Tana.
I don't think I have that in me. I really like my nails.
Alrighty, everybody.
Well,
So awkward.
Right, Tana, you got this. You got this.
KMJ, I love you so much, and it's been a pleasure being here.
You got this, Tana.
No, I'm not doing it.
All you have to do is try.
My nails were like $500 yesterday. I'm not doing it.
$500? These influencers have no concept of money.
You even want to do the first thing.
She doesn't want to fuck up her nails that she just got done, so I can kind of respect that. But still disappointed. I don't know. I don't want to see her go home. I'm not ready.
She doesn't want to fucking do it, and I think, look, if you're not gonna fucking do the challenge, you know, get the fuck out of here. What the hell? This is...
I love the, like, stoner-esque personality that, like, a lot of guys that age have, where they just talk like this, and, you know, this is, like, their entire personality trait. You know, I'm such a... It's like a Gabby Hanna. It's like a male Gabby Hanna. You know, I'm just, like, in my 20s, and I'm just, you know, having the best time ever, and it's like, if you're not gonna do the challenge, get the fuck out of here, you know what I mean, Tana? Like, you know, I'm just here to, like, smoke and have some fun, and hook up, and, you know what I mean? Like, Tana, if you're not gonna do it, get the fuck out. Like, that personality trait pisses me off so much. Anyway, all love to whoever that was.
Oh, man. Looks cute, but I don't think it's me.
We're all rooting for you, Tana.
Oh, no, I appreciate it.
We're Team Tana on God. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do right back.
Guys, I'll pose by it.
You're really not going to do it?
I don't do things like this. I love you, and I love money, and I love you.
Yeah, they're gonna all miss you.
I'm gonna miss you guys so much. You're amazing humans.
She says that she's gonna miss them after, like, meeting them, like, 20 minutes ago. I love LA.
I can't rock climb. Like, I can't do all that. What do you think? I'm the troubled one.
Can we talk to you for a little bit?
I'm getting like a parent-teacher conference.
So awkward.
You really don't want to do it?
I'm not doing all that.
Why not?
I don't do all that.
Awkward.
You don't want to try?
I'm gonna break a nail and I have to go to fashion.
If we give you gloves, will you try?
No.
But you're perfectly okay with, like, forfeiting this challenge and going home.
It's not that my idea was to show up today and go home. Like, I 100% was gonna stay for the entire duration that I could stay, but I also didn't think the first challenge would be so physical.
All right, well.
It's so awkward.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to let them down. I love them so much. Like, fuck.
All right, everybody.
Listen, it's so awkward. And right before we watch what Tana has to say, I do just want to tell you that they literally say to Tana in the moment, like, are you happy going home? That's not what happened. They were not going to lose Tana. She is going to be the one that brings in the motherfucking ratings. And again, my opinion on people calling Tana out for this before we have to, you know, hear what she has to say here on it. I honestly think this is just Tana. You know, you hire Tana for a show like this and you're going to get Tana. You're not going to get supersonic Tana, who suddenly completely changes her personality. They knew what they were getting into whenever they hired Tana Mongeau for their show, especially having past experience of her on the show and having the same sort of attitude. I just think it's Tana Mongeau. Like, you know what I mean? Sure, I think it was a very uncomfortable, awkward thing to put everyone else to have to do in Key and JC. It's just super, like, almost ungrateful and stuff like that. But again, I do just want to say that what do you expect when you hire Tana Mongeau for your show? Like, and the first thing you ask her is to do rock climbing. Do you think she's gonna do it? She'll go in and drink. She did that right before this. Like, I don't know. I don't understand the outrage of it, just because, first of all, we're not there and it doesn't affect us, and it's the least she's done. But it's like, this is like Tana, you know what I mean? Like, she's giving them the drama of this, and it's exactly what she was probably hired for. But with that being said, let's hear what she has to say.
Let's have a quick chat, because I literally have pink eye, and y'all are trying me.
Perfect, on brand.
Like,
on brand.
I'm not in the mood.
How does this woman get pink eye every week?
Right now, and I want to talk about something. Okay. I cannot believe that people are pressed and trying to, like, theorize why I didn't rock climb on Reality House. And they're like, I just can't believe Tana, like, wouldn't do that. Like, it's the third time you're on the show and you're not even, like, giving her all. If you are pressed that I did not rock climb, you do not know me. I have been talking about on YouTube from the day I sat down on my YouTube channel about how I am probably the laziest person alive. And if anything is involving agility, count me out. Count me out. Of course, being on Reality House was an amazing opportunity. But when I'm going into a reality show, I'm definitely going there to just be, like, drunk and cause drama and bring chaos. If you saw me on Reality House and I wasn't being chaotic and I was just, like, rock climbing and doing my thing, like, trying to win, that's so off-brand for me. It's not who I am. It's not how I am. On top of that, I literally was the type of girl in school. I posted a story time about this a very long time ago.
Wait.
If it was a field day, I used to...
Before she gets into this girl is crazy. She's crazy. Look at the story she's about to tell you. Like, this is like, she's telling this like so nonchalantly, like she just does this all the time. This girl is like...
punch myself in the face and make my nose bleed in order to go home just so I did not have to do something agile. If there was a mile that people were running, I would lay down on the ground and act like I passed out just to avoid the mile. Every week in PE, my PE teacher would be like, you don't, like, you passed out 4 weeks in a row. And I'd be like, call the nurse. Like, I'm not doing this.
In a little tangent, PE was the worst class ever. It was the worst class ever, and they always consistently had the worst teacher for it. I don't think I ever had a PE class where it wasn't like a very sexist, like, middle-aged man being the teacher. And I always went to like all boys schools, so it was always people who were like football and rugby and tennis and all this shit. And it's like my extreme of I loved running, but in terms of like PE, it would every single week for like 2 hours be only football, and they would never allow us to do anything else. Near the end, they started allowing us to go to the gym, which I loved. And it's like there's other things than just football and trying to get like, man does football, boy in class does football, you know, you should be aspiring to be a football. Like, it was literally just that. And I feel her whenever she's like, not punching myself in the face or pretending to pass out, but I used to write myself notes as my parents, and they know this, and my teachers knew it too. I used to write myself notes all the time to the teacher as my parents, like, saying that I couldn't do PE, and it fucking worked every week. And you know what? Those motherfuckers knew that I was lying, and they just didn't care because they were like, he would pull down the football team anyway. Like, even when I would play football, I'd be fucking shit, and the rest of the boys in the class would be shouting at me for being bad, and I'm like, I'm trying! Tana girl, I feel you about PE. Not to the extreme, but I feel you.
My friends are hiking. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not an agile individual. I never have been. I never will be. And I love Kian and JC, but like, I wouldn't rock climb for the Pope, dude. I wouldn't rock climb for Obama.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't rock climb
for Adam McIntyre?
For anything. It's just, you know, I like my nails. I don't do things like that. I'm sorry. And on top of that, all y'all motherfuckers need to stop acting like anyone would be happy if I went home with the $100,000 over a single mom who doesn't make millions on OnlyFans. Like, I just think that you have to remember my role in that reality show, and that is to be chaotic and not agile. So to anyone who's sad that I did not do that, you don't know me, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back to having pink eye though. So gorgeous.
Not the constant pink eye. Here's my thing. Here's my take on it. I never understood the criticism, like, of people being so angry against Tana in this, because I'm like, they're in a reality house and she's giving the drama already in episode 1 by refusing to do stuff and like that. And it's like, whatever your opinion is of her, you know, not doing it, right? Like, I don't agree with her not doing it. I think it would have been fun to see her do it, and everyone else did it, and I think it's only fair, and they bend the rules then so that Tana could stay in. And it's like, I completely agree with that, but at the same time, no one else in the house is gonna not do the challenges. No one else is gonna like put up a fight to not do it. That's literally what Tana was hired to Reality House for. So I mean, in terms of people giving her, like, a lot of criticism for it, I understand the criticism, but in terms of a lot of criticism, I'm like, she's the only one in there that's gonna give you, you know, the substance for each episode, because no one knows the rest of the people in it. And she's already doing it, clearly. So, I want to know what your opinion is of it. It's like, alright, I really agree with people that, like, I'm pissed off that she didn't do it. Well, I'm actually not pissed. I really don't care, actually. I'm like, I thought it was more interesting her not doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I guess in terms of fair and competition, you know, she should have done it as well. But it's like, she's giving the drama. And come on, y'all. This is like the least problematic thing that we've talked about Tana doing recently. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But I want to know what your opinion is of it. Like, please let me know below and we can talk about it. Because maybe you think it was the worst thing in the world. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're like, oh no, she's literally in there for the purpose of this. And she's already doing it, which is great for them and great for people watching and the entertainment value. It's, you know, I don't know. I think that's literally why she was brought into this house. And I mean, she's staying consistent to her brand at least. Whatever that crumbling brand is. But with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I appreciate you so much. I'm so grateful for you choosing to spend it with me, and I hope you have a great day. If you have any plans today, let me know what they are. I'm probably gonna drink another coffee later on. Okay, bye. I love you. Mwah.